CNN shining the spotlight on First Lady Melania Trump, calling her, quote, a woman of mystery.
She's the most unusual First Lady in modern history.
She's very reclusive.
Flying under the radar.
Still no sighting of the elusive First Lady.
The jacket.
This jacket.
Not to mention coping with the intense scrutiny of her marriage. Tonight, questions, curiosities, and controversies.
So why is there so much scrutiny for this First Lady? Here to react, senior writer at the Heritage Foundation and visiting fellow at the Independent Women's Forum, Kelsey Muller. Kelsey, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. So, I don't mind when people call me mysterious generally, but when you hear it in the context of the way it's being presented, this is a little bit different than how CNN or other networks perhaps would choose to talk about a Democratic First Lady, in my opinion. Is it not?
Absolutely. There's clearly a double standard here. And when they call her a mysterious woman, there is a negative undertone to that. But the truth is, if you listen to what Melania says and watch what she does, there's nothing mysterious about her. She's only mysterious if you buy into these crazy conspiracy theories that CNN and other media organizations love to peddle about her marriage, about her fashion. And of course, there's no evidence to support any of these, and instead what they really should be focusing on are the projects and the efforts that Melania is undertaking as really a flawless First Lady ambassador to the United States.
Yeah, I mean, I happen to be a big unapologetic Melania fan. I think a lot of the stuff she does is amazing, and I think it's really sad that they're not focusing on things like her Be Best campaign. The only coverage her Be Best campaign gets is for them saying, oh, well, her own husband doesn't follow her advice when she talks about bullying on social media. And I think she deserves, if this were, a tribute to Michelle Obama or had been a tribute to Hillary Clinton, I think what we would have seen was her strengths accented. Well, these are the accomplishments. These are the trips that she's making. These are her initiatives. Instead, you see this odd focus on, is there something wrong with her marriage? Or is her advice in contradiction to what her husband wants? It's like a bizarre, e-Hollywood special type of feel to it.
Right. This piece was especially frustrating because I think many of us, I know you included, think Melania deserves more of these feature-type pieces. She deserves to be on the covers of fashion magazines and lifestyle magazines and political magazines, for that matter. But the media, of course, ignores her in that sense. So, but when CNN went to cover her as a mysterious First Lady, again, there's a negative undertone to that, when really she is just a First Lady who values her privacy. She is raising her son in the White House. I'd like to remind everyone, doing a very good job at keeping him out of the spotlight. And she doesn't get any respect for that. And yes, what we should be focusing on is how passionate she is about fighting the opioid epidemic in this country, how passionate she is about ending bullying. But instead, they want to talk about these subliminal messages that conspiracy theorists on Twitter claim that she's making when she makes certain fashion choices.
Yeah, Kelsey, we're at a point now where the American voting public has come to learn that the media very often has an agenda. So I think when they do this stuff now, as opposed to when they did it, 10 years ago, it's very transparent, and it actually makes people admire Melania more and look into her more, because they say, okay, this is obvious sabotage of her, so I'm going to support her a little bit more. So it has a bit of a backlash effect. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it, as always.
Thank you.
Thanks.